Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. I am very excited to be back here, so let's, looks like, that's distracting. Looks like we got some new rumors available. What's up? Delight the box of mints loving Panthox. Well, we do already have a box of mints. A frost ring of toxicity, some XP, I'll take it. That sounds like a good quest. Anything else? Oh, I still have 3 quests, right. You are only allowed to have 3 at a time. So, one more mold-infested vermin using the power of physical to get some money. This thing is not... Let's drop that, actually. Can I get another one now? Retrieve the leather cap of cleverness from the horrific Goliath beetle in Cedar Caverns 5 to get a glowing blowtorch. Well, I would imagine that most of them are. Is there anything else I really want to do? I mean, we should always check the food vendor. Because of stuff like this. You ring a butler's bell, it just summons a bunch of food all around you. These are great. Legs of turkey are pretty good. Mint herb brew is pretty good. This stuff doesn't restore a lot of health, but it restores health without you having to wait. Yeah, we're gonna get all of them. I just really like having those around. Leg of turkey is a lot of health. Whatever, I'll go broke. I don't care. It's fine with me. 419 gold. Cool. And then we did, I think, want to store at least this lucky frost ring that I don't have a lot of value for. Nope, it is a good item, so it costs a huge amount of gold to deposit. Well, never mind. We'll come back and do that later. Alright, and just for my own refreshment, we are at 217 job points. What are we thinking next? Glorious Battler is pretty good, but we're going to be fighting a boss soon, so I think the next thing we should go after is Verse of Challenges. So we're 133 XP, or JP off of that. Okay, where the heck am I? What am I doing? We're just exploring, I guess. So the west side of the level is still a little bit unexplored. Let's head that way. You know, I'm still trying to avoid the water, like it still costs stamina. Alright, so we gotta remember... You gotta remember to, whenever we knock a monster down to 15% or less... Aw. Our frog killed him. I was gonna say, we gotta remember to try to capture him, because I'd like to have a wide variety of monsters available. If there's gonna be, like, all these breeding mechanics and stuff, I have no idea what types of monsters are going to be valuable in what situations. We're just gonna have to get a little bit of everything. Okay. I like that. Let's take a beetle. Where the heck are my shovels? Didn't I have more shovels? Or more mallets, rather. Okay, so I think we had to get our teleport on here. They don't stay asleep forever. I guess, how many slots do I have in the monster corral? I'm not even sure. Here, I brought this monster. 12 critters at a time, she says. What's a good name for a beetle? I'll name him after my favorite video game beetle. Okay. So 12 slots, that's a lot to work with. What's the story with pet insurance? How expensive is that? Ooh. Alright, so if the pet gets killed... They'll teleport back to the corral, but you have to pay 800 gold, which we just don't have. So we'll just have to manage our buddy's health carefully. Or, you know, like, I know this is heartless, but he's just a fungus frog. Like, if he dies, maybe it's not even that big of a deal. Have I used my cheap heal this level? I have. Alright, we have one more mallet. I think maybe we'll save it for something a little more powerful or exotic, though. We don't need another low-level monster, probably. Ah, this guy is a survivor. Ooh. You know, the game's not hard enough yet. Let's go for it. Getting buffed up before fighting the boss. Calzarius' Horned Helm, a legendary accessory. Ooh. Alright, legendary, that's caught my eye. Oh, it's part of a set, is what they mean. So it grants the ability Warcry and 50 HP, which is actually a considerable increase in our health. 10% fire resist, 10% water resist. 2-piece bonus increases damage and decreases cooldown of cleave from Axe Mastery. The 3-piece bonus, the effectiveness of Edgethane's two-handed specialist is doubled. Oh, so it's like specifically an Edgethane thing. Yeah, absolutely, let's wear it. It's very good, it seems like. Over the holy symbol, probably? Right, because that holy symbol was just a small amount of intermittent healing. It didn't have anything else on it. So it's granted us the ability Warcry. Wow, that seems pretty good. And stamina is definitely the resource that we are using the least. Oh, actually, are we cool on... We're just short of JP. Never mind. Opening up of Pandora's box usually gives you JP. Did that one give us JP, or did it just give us a cool item? Okay, yeah, it still gave us the big bunch of stats as well. Alright, so is it the case that all of our quests are here? Well, this can be done anywhere. These are both on 5F. So, okay. Don't just kill Panthoxes. Actually look at each Panthox. Also, hey, check it out. Secret room. Okay. You suck. I wonder if you can take those things. I was going to say captive. We're trying to be gentler with the language, I think. Ooh, teleportation scroll is very handy. I should probably heal. This is not our guy. So you notice he's only curious? They're both only curious. They're not actually in attack mode right now. But they could become in attack mode at any moment, which is what we just witnessed. Yeah, the versus suppression is nice. Are you gonna come over here and help? Like, it's pretty strange that he didn't immediately jump in on the Panthox as soon as it started attacking us. So we're actually pretty low on health. I'm getting a little hairy. Okay, good frog. He showed up eventually. Let's eat something. Man, this song is, like, very Chrono Trigger. Alright. We'll just eat this garbage food, get a little bit of health going before the next engagement. Okay, flowering spice bark. That sounds like an alright tree. Spices are actually very valuable. When you cook a dish, you can add a spice to it, and it just gives it an extra effect, like there's... Oh, it's the guy. I'm so happy that he shouted, "I want food" at us before engaging. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Okay. It used to be that you just dropped it on the ground. I don't actually have another option for interacting with it, so take that food. That food right there. What is wrong with you? Okay. Hold on. That's not the button I want. Give the monster one of those and see what happens. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. Look, it's the thing you want. Oh, he locked on it. Okay, so you just gotta put it down and wait a little while, I guess. Its bizarre desires satisfied, a box of mince-loving Panthox vanishes into thin air, taking a single box of mince with it. I'll tell you what, a frost ring of any kind is way better than a box of mince. 5% chance to drop acid pool on move. Okay, yeah, pretty alright. I'm pretty jazzed to have found a set item already. Ooh. Horrific. I mean, that's the guy. We should probably start singing. Things are about to get relatively real. Here, let's go down here and fight these enemies down here first. Let's just add a verse to our song. Yeah, I'm trying to limit the number of enemies that can be attacking us at one time here, but I'm a little worried that things might have gone awry. This might be a good time to employ some of these throwables. Let's see. We have some lightning brew and some flame cocktail. Lightning brew is just better now. I think flame cocktail, there's a chance that it leaves flame behind, which would be cool. I think our frog might die protecting us here. I'm going to throw another one. Both of these beetles are almost dead now. Yeah, I can definitely... Okay, we'll hit this. A little preemptive healing for us, and also it'll heal the frog a little bit. Boy, this guy is really regenerating, though. It is not a joke. Okay, well, our frog's dead. So that's bad. Our song is pretty okay. We don't really have a lot of compelling options. So this ice daggers thing, these rotate around him every turn, and if one moves into your space, it does a bunch of damage to you. We don't really have a good way of dealing with that. I'm just going to dramatically increase my max health. We have 8 turns left on our song, so we can afford to move away first. We should probably kill the Panthox. Well, this guy's at 81 health. Or 81%. We might be able to burn him down. Because I know the frog doesn't really deal that much damage. So for the frog to have put him down this low already might mean that he doesn't actually have that much health to work with. Alright. This does not take a turn, so we'll activate this. Definitely need to keep our health coming. Like, we're getting really wrecked here. I'm going to also eat something that gives a lot of health. Is leg of turkey the best thing we have? We have a whole chicken, don't we? 280 health over 10 turns? Let's take that. Get the health regen really rolling. And then, not much to do, but just keep swinging. You know, let's go ahead and take this guy down first. Ooh. More ice daggers is bad. I was really hoping that that was going to be lethal. Well, he has 2% HP. We could probably kill him with the slingshot. Oh, what a good time for a level up. Okay, I think we got this. Actually, maybe it's worth spending a turn to turn on the song. Ow. Stop hitting me. Okay. You've unlocked the Notorious feat for this save slot. Okay. So it was just kill your first, like, boss monster type enemy. Alright, we've retrieved that, and we've also gotten a glow torch for it. Okay, weird. Well, let's have a look at the new stuff we've collected. Plus 10 energy, plus 2 core stats, plus 10% fire and lightning damage. Not really great. Minus 2 damage from physical, 30 HP. Yeah, alright, also not amazing. Well, I mean, it's all stuff we can sell. Wow, the difficult enemy density in this area is very high. What's his deal? He's toxic. He's gonna poison us, I assume? Ow. What's wrong with you? I think we can probably finish killing this guy and then move out of the cloud. Okay. Leaded vest, butler's bell. All good stuff. Oh, we definitely have enough. Yeah, we more than enough JP to pick up versus challenges. Glorious Battler will come next. We're starting to get close to not really needing to be an edge stain anymore, so We might want to think about what we want to multi-class into in a second here. Okay. Let's just eat some random food. Some health regen ticking here. Another... Ooh, Shadow Grasp. Shadow Grasp is sometimes a big deal. Yeah, because it does that. As long as you don't actually end up on top of a spawning hand, it doesn't really do that much. But he can totally spawn one of those hands on top of you in a way that really sucks. A club of frog slaying. Do we want to take another one of these? I mean, we'll never figure out how they're balanced if we don't play with them, right? So, the answer is yes, we do want to take another one of those. Ow! Stupid Panthox. Okay. We found a flame cocktail. Yeah, alright, that was worth coming down here for. Those are awfully useful. Ooh. Iron Claws of Companions. I'm assuming it's a buff for your pet. 8% pet damage and defense. That's not bad. So have we cleared out this map pretty much? We have not. Looks like there might be a path up there. I should probably have moved out of that. It did hit me for 0. Huh, why did it hit me for 0? It doesn't say I parried. You know what? I don't have the combat log on verbose, though. So it's possible that there's stuff happening that's not being shown. That actually probably ought to change, right? It's good to know what's happening. It's easier to diagnose why things are or are not going wrong if you can actually see what happened. It is difficult to conduct science without evidence. Oh. Well, that's not very good loot. Alright, I think we're headed back to town here in a second, which is why I'm not healing. I'm playing with fire a little bit by moving this far, because enemies could spawn between us and the stairs. We're just basically going to go back to town and prep for this boss fight. Anything new? Discover Applewood Grove. Through Cedar Cavern's 3rd floor. Really? I missed Applewood Grove. Take no more than 190 steps. Alright, we'll try. Alright, we've gotten all the quests. Let's take our cheap heal. Let's go grab our beetle. There's no sense in going out there without a pet. If we have one captured, we should use him. Is a jaw-droppingly beautiful, massive beetle. Okay, he's probably not actually going to come with us, right? We should try to make him happier. Feed him? What do beetles like? Do beetles like fine cheeses? He does not. He did not care for that. An apple? It was okay. Alright, listen. I'm not made of food. You take that and you just be happy with it. Alright, let's go drop off our seeds as well, just in case the unthinkable happens here in this boss fight. Okay, we don't have any other seeds. So I believe we unlock the final thing to do here, this machine, by defeating the first boss for the first time. Before we do that, where am I at on JP right now? 356. The fact that we found this set item certainly makes me think that we maybe want to try to get our hands on a good two-handed axe. Let's see what Katie has. A fencer's battle axe. This is a one-handed axe, though. We want a two-handed weapon. She doesn't really have a good two-handed axe. Unfortunate. Well, nothing for it, I guess. Okay, so we have to get back downstairs. Shadow Grasp Toad. Come on, just ignore me. Ow. Alright. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to get back down there. It's right there. How did I miss this? Okay. An Iron Claymore of Sparks and 1,100 gold. That is significant. So this has plus 15 power, converts attack element to lightning. Yeah, that seems pretty alright. I guess we'll equip this in slot 3. This can be our fallback Claymore in case we run into an enemy we don't want to use lightning on, for whatever reason. Hey, stop stealing my apples. Okay. 29 job points. Well, that was worth our time. Also, we do need to kill one more of these, yeah, for our other quests. So that's good. That was also a good thing to have found. Alright, we got pretty lucky with the closeness of the stairs there. I guess I'm just like buying time here, waiting for him to take his turn so that he's closer to us. Alright, so he's challenged. Every time he hits us, we get attack and damage. I'll take care of this guy first. Alright. Okay, you've unlocked the Rager feat. I don't know how we did that. Are you kidding me? Another one! This area is very dense with powerful enemies. I'm gonna eat something. Doesn't have to be big. I just want a lot of food, a lot of regeneration buff. Okay, so we're paralyzed. This seems like a fine time to employ some slashes and stuff. We'll restart our song. We got one more turn of paralyzed. Can't really do anything in that time. I guess I could charge in this direction. It doesn't move me at all, but it does give me a small buff for my next attack. Okay, that's quite enough enemies for now. A glowtorch and some garbage. Alright. Where's the stairs? Okay, right down here. We're gonna have to go back to town again. Ooh, banana, these are extremely good. Banana splits, that's what I was trying to... Uninvited punks will be thrashed. No girls allowed. But then there is an asterisk. So, Bird Boy's territory, huh? I remember this boss. Yeah, the ice cream sundae is a powerful healing item. At least if it's the same as it was. I don't have to keep going into that menu. There's a button here that just shows you your food, which I really appreciate them putting in. It might be for the best for us to just chill out here and eat apples and garbage. Wait for our health to come back. Things that are not super high healing value. The Duke's lunch stash. Ask first before eating. Well, I haven't actually eaten most of it. These stairs both go to the same place. I'm gonna eat one more... Oh, sorry, we had to wait a second. To wait for the full buff to go away. Alright, I'm gonna eat one more apple. Then again, just show me the food. There we go. I need to put a hotkey on that. Alright, we're going to wait for the full buff to fall off again, and then we'll go upstairs. What's my JP situation right now? 449. So not enough to learn this. Reduces the elemental resistances of adjacent enemies each turn is actually considerably better than it used to be now that we're using an elemental weapon. Let's go ahead and grab that. Well, it turns out it's on. Right behind the tree line. When I give the signal, that's when you two swoop in and start causing trouble. First, knock that stupid turtle preacher on his shell. That'll freak everyone out enough to let the rest of us start tying up that wordy monkey and dragging his safe off to the nest. I would appreciate it if you didn't do that, actually. Then, when I get my beak around the neck of that Katie Twinkles, I'll... Hey, you don't put your beak... Okay. Just who do you think you are? Ha! I'm the bird who's gonna help myself to all your treasure, then share it with my bird boys, because Duke Dirtbeak is just so kind and generous. And then we're gonna use your best stuff to beat up all those smug jerks at Riverstone Camp who think they're better than us. I'm gonna tear you up worse than that garbage rug. What? This is the best rug! This is the best throne room! The Duke is the best at decorating his nest! We seem to have hit a sore spot there. Well, the good news is, our confidence surges on account of our extremely good burn. So we're ready to do some things here. For 16 turns, we deal 20% more damage. So this fight can be tricky. We're going to abuse the bottleneck here. Wait just a minute! You bird brains forgot to widen that doorway. Now she could set a trap and we'd have to walk right through it. Okay, game. I know how to do the thing. Sorry, boss, but should you be yelling that out loud? She can probably hear you. Yeah. Alright, well, I appreciate them, trying to make things a little bit easier for people who are a little slow on the uptake, like I was the first time I was here. This seems like a fine time for the buff. And... we'll go Verse of the Elements. So... The verses don't gain duration when your song gains duration. The Verse of the Elements in particular is very, very short. I think we'll probably not use any more verses for the moment. Stop healing. Alright, obviously I don't want to just stand in the gas, but I also did want to get rid of one of those alchemists because they are super pain. What could we be doing with our time right now? We could be doing this. So I'm trying to get it so that this alchemist doesn't have a shot through the doorway at us, because obviously they have ranged attacks. Alright, we need to actually hit somebody in the next turn or two here. Let's get the flask running. Plus we have that attack boost from it. Look at that coward. Just dashes off into the distance. Well, we can move up adjacent to this guy. He's rooted, so he won't be able to back up like they like to do. I will stay in the gas long enough to kill him. Okay. This seems like a good time to apply a very high value food. Alright, I have gained the condition well-rounded meal. Apparently. I don't know that this had a name before. Or maybe that's just a different name that it had. Alright, because we're going to take a lot of damage here in a second. The Duke is not charging forward, which has not been my experience. Usually he's very eager to get into combat. I don't want to really do anything. I want this guy to come toward us, so I'll just pass turn, I guess. Oh. Every time one of them gets outside, he gets pulled back, it looks like. Ow! Duke Dirtbeak is over there just smashing barrels and stuff. I don't think he realizes that we're fighting. He seems to be a little confused. Alright, well, they've all lined up nicely. Alright, one down. A Necro Band. That looks cool. I think we probably ought to zoom out of this bomb. See, I'm not the only one who can use the choke point. We're doing a really good job of keeping our song up. Alright, let's, Verse of Challenges now. And what else? What else? Okay, I can run multiple verses at the same time. That's a fair amount of damage there, that run-through attack. He's a tough guy. We're probably going to want to keep our health potion running. Looks like this worm's a little more wriggly than I thought. No more slacking, bird boys. Let's show this twerp who runs the follies. Well, your bird boys are all dead. I guess he just has a health, but I don't have to actually mouse over him. Alright. Jump out of the bomb. Oh! Tried to swap us back into it. That's more clever than I was expecting. How is she so strong? She fights just like... No, it couldn't be, could it? That's not possible. She's one of a kind, and you're just some twerpy kid. Ah, bird boys, you let the Duke down. Take wing and await my just but fair punishment. Let's get out of here. Alright, well, I don't mind him running away if he's going to leave me all this loot. So an Orb of Reverie, that is the thing that turns on the machine. That was... What did I just see? There's something powerful about this. What is this thing, anyway? Shiny metal, wires, a couple of tubes. Seems like part of that old machine near the farm back in Riverstone Camp. But it's more than just a hunk of metal. I can feel something inside. A voice? More like a yearning. Oh, I think this little cube of metal is homesick. Yes, it agrees with me. It agrees with me. Wow, yeah, that's a little weird. Well, it doesn't matter. I need to take it back to camp. This poor thing has a home and I know I can help. But I'm not done looting the place yet, so hold on. Okay. I had to say, I'm not totally blown away by the loot that we were offered here. Let's finish breaking everything. Okay, a battle axe, but unfortunately it looks like it's pretty low quality. Ah, it's one-handed too. So if something's two-handed, it'll say two-handed in yellow underneath its normal description. Well, someday we'll find an axe. A good axe. An axe worthy of two-handing. I sent Duke Dirtbeak running, but I have a feeling things are going to get even harder from here on out. If I use the machine in Riverstone Grove, it might help me in the challenges ahead. Yeah, I'm going back. Don't worry, we're not actually entering anything. But so we have two paths ahead of us here. We could go through the bandit hideout. If the Duke ran anywhere, it's probably here. The direct approach is going to be rough and tumble, but I have to be strong, and I won't back down. If I head this way, I'll be facing a lot of bandits with their tricky magic and quick attacks. Or we could head over here to the west. There's a lot of stuff growing in these caves, that's for sure. I don't think the Duke ran this way, but I bet if I push through it, I can find a backdoor entrance to his hideout and catch him by surprise. Besides, I bet these old caves are full of treasure, too. If I head this way, there will be lots of creatures and angry plant life to deal with. I think that we probably are going to go this way. The bandits are... I find the bandits to be kind of a pain to deal with a melee character. They're all jumping around and throwing bombs at you and stuff. So we're probably going to go this way, but first we're going to head back to town. We have some important stuff to do. That ancient metal cube I found is happy? Yeah, it's excited to be back here. Little cube, I think you and I could be friends. Well, okay, yes, I understand you have a job to do. We'll go visit Mir in a second. Let me talk to some people first. Hey, Nando. Ooh, bags of grain. Okay. Those are kind of rare. Alright, we'll take all this stuff. I still have a lot of money. Let's sell all of our commons. We're probably going to sell a lot of our not commons as well in a second here. First, let's see if her stock has improved any in terms of massive magical axes. Not so much, it would appear. Well, so it is, I suppose. Let's bank some of these rings. So we did pick up this armor-dampening mirror plate of clotting. It is considerable physical resistance. It reflects magical projectiles sometimes, increases our bleed resistance, lowers the damage we take from ranged attacks, but I'm always really nervous about heavy armor. I've had a lot of bad experiences of getting just mobbed with enemies and murdered. That said, it really is a lot of extra resistance. And it bounces magical projectiles. Yeah, we're gonna wear this. Okay, so I was gonna store some items. What else is worth storing? We're going to store those rings, I think. Where the heck are they? I have too much stuff already. Alright, we'll store both of the rings, and I don't think any of this other stuff is interesting enough to hold on to. Yeah, we'll just sell a bunch of this. I don't necessarily want to sell everything, so I'm going to hold on to this just in case I decide that the mirror plate is becoming a problem with the noise level. Actually, would I rather wear this? 5 CT gain, you move very quietly, you still take less damage from ranged. Yeah, you know what? We'll hold on to the chemist raiment instead. The damage of this is based on spirit and discipline. What about our slingshot? Our slingshot doesn't say it has unusual damage calculation, so this is gaining damage from our strength, but it's so much less powerful. You know what, let's put this in slot 4. We'll keep them both. Again, it's entirely possible we'll run into an enemy that we want to attack at range, but who doesn't, you know, who's immune to lightning or something. We'll just hold on to all of that. Oh no, actually, we have a better slingshot. There we go. Yeah, sell all the unequipped... No, wait. Sorry. I don't want to sell my raiment. I almost forgot. I don't want to sell any of my food or throwables. We'll probably end up using most of it. Things have been relatively easy so far. They do get more difficult. So I don't have a lot of value in these. Actually, you know what? I just sold that glowtorch, but maybe a glowtorch is worth having. Because we are doing lightning damage now. I think you can buy stuff back. That means buy stuff, apparently. Yeah, plus 10% fire and lightning damage dealt. And plus 2 to all of our core stats. So what am I wearing in my other slot here? This is also giving us plus 2 core stats, so it's 2 CT per step and Magic Find versus 10% damage dealt. I do like Magic Find a lot, especially on your like first couple of characters. I'm way less concerned with beating the game right now than I am with amassing powerful items that will maybe let a later character with a better setup beat the game. So I'm going to hold on to the Magic Find. So that being the case, I think we're done here. Have any new rumors? Retrieve the Shock Ring of Muscle. That's a good item. So Shock Rings increase the damage that you deal with lightning type damage, and Muscle is a plus strength suffix. So that's actually a very good item for us. A barrel in Old Amber Station. Wait, did that quest say that the barrel owns the item? That's a strange way of putting that. Alright, well they want us to go to Old Amber Station, which I'm pretty sure is the cave. So I think we're all on the same channel here. All on the same page, rather. Whoa! SB! What is that you have there? I can sense it, I can smell it! You've brought back science! Bring that hunk of metal here, my friend! This might be the last piece, the key to 1,000 mysteries. I guess since we were here last, he's cleared a lot of vines off the machine. Cube has feelings, you know. Yes, I'll ask the cube nicely. In you go, little metal friend. Right, connect here, twist here, orange wire to the red port, and just a little... Yes! It works, and I am the best! Alright, a masterwork of the ancients is what we've fixed here. The Dreamcaster. Our lips are mere inches from the fizzling goblet of infinite knowledge. Could you explain what you are talking about a little bit? Well, you already know what a magical place Tangledeep is. Flow weaves and winds everywhere, and the touch infuses all of us who visit. But there's something deeper. Adventurers leave their marks on the items they carry. All the ups and downs, the victories and defeats, each of them leave magical echoes in their trusty armor and weapons. Whether they sell the gear, lose it, or something worse, the items remain empowered with countless memories. Now, the Dreamcaster. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I do know that if we give it a weapon, armor, or accessory, and an Orb of Reverie, we can actually visit those memories inside the item. It's an item dream, a surreal world, a mishmash of all the places the item has been and all the monsters it has seen. There's not often any rhyme or reason, but it is still very real and very dangerous. Inside the item dream, you'll find monsters, traps, and items, just like in Tangledeep. But most importantly, you'll find a Memory King, a tough monster who can unlock the true power of the item. Defeat the Memory King and your item will become stronger, with increased power and even greater potential. Which, yeah, sounds great. The more powerful an item is, the longer and more dangerous the item dream will be. Some items are so powerful that they change and bend the world of the dream. The Dreamcaster will guide you in these matters. The rules change sometimes, so keep your eyes open, but remember, the danger is very real, and if you fall in a reverie, your adventure is over. They're trying to be very gentle with the word die. If you die in the item dream, you actually die, is what he's going for. Since your last visit, your trees have produced a good. Let's harvest that good. I got rose petals. Okay, that's good. Rose petals are for pet breeding, right? So, this is, we picked up one Orb of Reverie from the boss, and they'll drop periodically now. Just from every enemy. If we bring an item here, expend an Orb of Reverie, we drop inside the item. We have to do a dungeon without the item equipped, obviously, because we're inside of it. And if we defeat the Item King, we get our item back, but improved. It'll go up a level of enchantment, it'll gain a new prefix or suffix. It's definitely a thing worth doing, but probably not with any of our current gear. But this is like, if we find a two-handed axe that looks alright, even if it's not enchanted, if it's just base power, we could take it in there and do the item dream thing and make it powerful. So we're still keeping our eyes open for a magic, or for a big axe, basically. All I really want in life is a great big axe. How are we doing on JP? We have 130. What else do I want before we quit this class? I probably want to go ahead and grab Song of Endurance. This is interesting. Once we have all of our abilities, our health drops to 25% or lower, and our cooldowns are instantly reset. That's pretty powerful. These passive bonuses are elements of the class we are. We do not retain any of these when we change class, so you want your final class, the final class of a build, to be based on what the passive bonuses are. I don't really have a plan here, by the way. We're just trying stuff out. Okay, I think we're ready to go back in. Oh, we should cook. Alright, so we got some rose petal. Most people would give a rose to their special someone as a gesture of love. Maybe I'm just hungry, but I wonder what I could cook with them instead. So you cook something with rose petals as the seasoning and then give it to the monsters, and that makes them breed, I guess? Anyway, let's what can we cook here? We can make chicken pot pie? I'm trying to remember the recipes I knew. It's like meat. It's probably chicken, not turkey, right? So turkey, grain for the crust, and then like a vegetable, I think? Yeah, there you go. Boost your next regular attack damage by 300%. Hey, that's not really a good item, but it's another recipe that we know now. What else? We have some... There's definitely some stuff you can make with cookies, like cookie fruit. Fruit? It's like dessert item fruit. Hey, there you go. That's a fruit cobbler. Okay. That's good to remember, because these are actually pretty good healing items, and they're made from really common stuff. Okay, that's good. I don't know if I don't really remember anything else. I don't want to experiment too much right now. Let's just get back in there. We've got some good healing stuff now, though. Yeah. Okay. Who's this guy? Hey, fancy meeting an adventurer like you here. This is the perfect place to get some work done. Nice and quiet. But what are you working on? You might say I've got a lot of irons in the fire. I like coloring the text to to convey tone is nice. Oh yeah? Nothing? My kids love that one. Anyway, I take gems and smelt them into accessories. It's a bit unpredictable, but if you got a gem I can show you. I'll take the most valuable gem you've got. Hey, I've been forgetting to sell our gems back in town. That's actually working out really well for us right now. Here you go. Oh, it sold all my gems. Okay, when you hit sell garbage on Katie, basically it must sell all the gems you have on you. Well, let's cook up another campfire meat, I guess. I think cooking a campfire meat is better than using the fire to rest. Right, unfortunately, I don't think you can ever go back there. Right, if we step through here, yeah. That's Fungal Caves. Old Amber Station is the name of the other way, I guess. I thought I remembered... I don't know, never mind. We got stuff to do here. Turns out this is the way we're going. So my actual quests are, because I'm extremely spacey, I've already forgotten. A barrel somewhere owns a powerful item. Also, a large wooden chest owns a powerful item. Listen, I don't know what the laws are here. Who am I to deride their culture? Okay, free shovel. We haven't used our shovels yet. We do have another one. The shovel just lets you dig a space into a wall. It's not something that's super broadly useful. I didn't realize he could just hold his charge for a turn. Or you know what, maybe I moved during a free turn of ours. This is probably what happened there. Alright, let's eat something kind of small. I hate it when enemies knock you one space away, because you can't move back toward them, or they'll just get a free hit on you on your turn, so you have to... on their turn. Alright, cool. I don't want to equip either of those things. So you just kind of have to wait for them, and sometimes they choose to do something crazy instead of moving toward you. Let's come back to this chest. We're going to have to come back near it to leave the floor, so we'll get it once we don't have to fight stuff on this floor anymore. Hey! Armando! What's up, man? Well, the dude has a lot of armor. None of it's particularly great. I guess nice meeting you. Okay, we've discovered a short bow. Man, I wish we could go back to that secret area now that we have some... we actually have a gem. I would love to get a cool free accessory. Like, stuff like that, the big bummer is that probably I wouldn't even have liked the accessory, but now I will never know... sorry, probably not never. But now I, for the moment, don't know what it is that he actually gives you, which means that we won't have any information to make decisions on next time, you know? Stop running, I hate bandits. This is why I didn't want to come in here. Alright, what now, buddy? Hate bandits. We probably should be switching to our ranged weapon a little bit more frequently. There's a champion, some kind of fire-based champion chasing us. Man, I'm going through a lot of food here. Let's use some flasks. Where'd he go? We saw him for a second. Here he is. Doomfang the Panthox. Doomfang the Curious Panthox. I had to be quite close to him. Challenged. Let's do this. Okay, that was actually not that difficult. All he dropped was a normal splint mail, really? Well, that's disappointing. He should be mortified. What are all the other champions going to think? They dropped such great loot. Alright, he's electrified, which means we actually probably don't want to hit him with our electric sword, would be my guess. Let's do this Versive Suppression here. I'm taking a lot of damage, and I'm paralyzed. I don't suppose I have a bandage on me anymore. I think I used them all. Yeah, I used them all. Alright, well. I guess let's eat something? Since we're here, I got a turn or two to burn while I wait for the paralyzed to wear off. Okay. Oh, I'm actually out of stamina. Yeah, see, it's actually doing alright damage. Yeah, it doesn't say that our damage is being absorbed or anything by being wrongly typed. Okay, I'll just trust that we're doing alright here. This guy is causing some problems, right? I don't have any stamina. Right. Well, then I guess we just keep hitting him. It's not exactly the most techie way to fight, but it worked. Wait, we don't need that. This is a strangely shaped area. Okay. Shock ring of muscle. This has got to be good for us. Yeah, plus 10 strength, plus 15% lightning damage dealt. That is definitely better than our running shoes. There is a limit, you know, on how much effectiveness I'm willing to sacrifice for a small amount of magic find, and that was it. We found it. Oh, interesting. You can't stockpile charges nearly as well anymore. Okay, I'm good. I would like to click out of this message. All right, wait, I had to hit escape for that. The Kragan Mine. Well, I guess we're going in there, right? We're pretty much explored now. Yeah. All right, let's see what's in this mine. Hi, guys. Wait, don't hurt us. We're just miners. Okay, all right. Listen, we're good. A sheriff's belt and a wooden crossbow. Okay, increases damage against and from bandits. I don't think we need that. The wooden crossbow, on the other hand, is probably just straight better than our slingshot for range attacking. Alright. So there's a bunch of... There's a handful of side areas that always appear on every quest, like the Spiny Maze. But then there's a bunch of random, rarer ones. This is one I've never seen before. Of course, it's possible that it was just added after I stopped playing. We were crunching the rocks down in the mines when one of my workers was trapped. Please help him. You can keep whatever gems are left over from our operation. We just want our friend back. Take some of my shovels. You'll need them. Alright, maybe it's a good thing that we didn't spend any of our shovels yet. Eight. Alright. I only have 3 range. Well... not really that great with crossbows. There we go. That's how you want to do that. Well... we might try to dig around that. Let's see what lies the other way. How bad is the fire damage? It's actually not so bad. Not nearly as bad as I was afraid it might be. So I was trying to save that fountain until I actually needed it. But now I'm concerned that I may not be able to get back there without taking more damage than I actually gain in healing. I guess we'll see. Okay, so I have an extra turn right now. He won't get to move on this. If we do get to hit him, he's going to just shoot shadow magic at us. Whatever. Here's what I think of your shadow res down. See, we can do this all day until I get free turn. Okay. Now I have an extra turn. I get to move adjacent to you. And now there is no escape. I mean, there is. They stop escaping. Theoretically, he could have just moved away from me again. Ooh, a lava viper. That's a fancy enemy. Oh, wow. Maybe we should be destroying all of those little rock tiles on the ground. Wow, this thing hits pretty hard. Yeah, it did 50 damage with that attack. I mean, it did 14 of that. I'm sure the fire burns effect is just from being near it. Or no, it leaves a dot on you. Okay. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. Just trying to give my healing time to tick away here. Okay. Well, we probably ought to start taking some elemental defense. The problem is, none of this stuff is good for us. Discipline is like the worst stat for us, aside from the elemental defense. Maybe we'd be better off just going for Guile. Crit the enemies to death, parry their attacks, and try not to eat the elemental damage in the first place. Man, I wish I had some fire resist. Oh, right, I was gonna smash all of these things. Found a gem in one of them, and now I'm gonna go out of my way to break everyone we encounter for the rest of time. Okay. Well, that's gonna suck to fight. Should we just bail? Maybe it's not even worth going over there. Hey, he's gonna follow me, though. How are we gonna do this? Okay, let's turn on our Song of Might. We'll roar. Do I want to try to burn this Ember Spirit down really quickly before anything else happens? I think probably. Let's add Aversive Suppression and just go for him. Great, I missed my attack. Okay, we will charge out of this. And I guess we'll just fight this guy. Should definitely get this rolling right away. Wow, I do not really deal that much damage to him. And there's a million Ember Spirits. This is bad. Let's leave. We have a scroll of teleportation, don't we? I'm not confident that I can just move out of here, but we can teleport over to here, and then... my charge is on cooldown. There we go. I wonder if it's... Yep. I was about to say, I wonder if it's still chasing us. We honestly might just want to go to the next level. And we could fight by the staircase, at least. You can't use this really to escape the difficulty of fighting a monster. You can't, like, lower its health and then run upstairs and heal yourself and come back down, because the monsters will also heal if you leave the floor. But this does allow me to kill one of them and then bail. And I think that's what we're going to go for here. Because I don't really have a lot of other options. So, do I have, like, Fruit Cobbler would be good, right? I need some healing, and I also need some regeneration of my casting abilities. I need to be able to, like, charge out of the fire. I guess we'll just... Nope, we will not go versus suppression. I do not have any... stamina. So, of course, he parries me. Oh, I'm still buffed from my flask. Shoot. Yeah, that was a really bad time for a parry to happen. Do I have a lightning throwable right now? Obviously, Flame Cocktail is out of the question. $21. Okay, that's getting there. So we can refresh our healing effect. When I just got hit, I took 59 damage from one of them, 52 damage from another, from the Bed of Flames. Ugh. And we're out of movement ability, so charge is still on cooldown for quite some time. I don't have another teleport scroll. Okay, I'm gonna die. It's like, unfortunately, the mint herb brew is not gonna heal me for enough. I'm at 50 health. So the mint herb brew is gonna heal me, like, just enough for me to go back to the amount of health that I'm at now after taking damage. We can lightning brew and it'll probably kill one of them, but it will leave the other two alive and still attacking me, and I'll still be in a big fire. Let's, I think we're just dead. I don't think there's anything I can do about this. I guess at 43, I mean, maybe if we got really lucky, that would be enough damage. I think this is the only thing that's even kind of likely to work. If it kills two of them and I parry... No, if I take damage from just standing in the fire, I'm going to die. It does... Well, it did 52 damage a couple of turns ago. So it might kill us. This is a bad situation. Yeah, I wish we had any kind of damage over time effect or something going. Alright, the only way we can get out of this is we lightning brew, it kills two of them. Okay, and we just barely survive. Now, unfortunately, it didn't kill two of them. So now we're still in a really bad position. I'm too full to eat food. Now that there's only two of them alive and attacking me, maybe we'll be able to mint or brew our way out of this. Because all I need is for the Bed of Flames effect to end, right? And then I'll be able to just move out. Okay. Okay, how am I going to do this now? Bed of Flames effect has ended. They're both really low on health. If I had another lightning brew, I would just throw it and kill them both. We don't, though, right? That was our last one. Flame Cocktail is obviously not going to do the job. We'll take a lot less passive damage this turn. So another Mint Herb Brew. Okay, gets me up to 82 health. There we go. Those things have a very high parry rate. Okay, we made it out of that, just barely. That was harrowing. The boss is following us, so we're gonna proc our portal here, and then just move away until we can go home. Okay, so we've killed most of the enemies that were following us. Now we can go back down there, and it'll be just us and him. Also, we have not used our cheap heal this turn, or this level. Oh, hold on, Nando. Before I say anything to you, let's see if Katie has something cool for me to buy. Chemist's Banded Mail of Stealth. Ooh, a tent. Yeah, tent is very good. So what's the difference between a... Okay. A battle axe is just a higher level version of a hand axe. So still no two-handed axes of any kind. That's a real shame. I'm pretty sure they exist. Alright. For real, please give me this lightning brew. I'm gonna buy all the food. 1.5% max health per turn to friendly characters. You know, I totally see the value of this. We're just gonna buy all of the obvious food items. The fat pumpkin's kind of weird, because it boosts all your HP recovery by 40%, but it makes you full, so you can't eat food. I don't love them. You can eat one food before it ends, because the full buff ends before the healing buff ends, but it's a long time away, so you can't, like, get in an emergency situation and be like, I'll eat a pumpkin, then eat some food. It pretty much just buffs your flask healing in a way that you usually would be better off just flasking and also eating health food. All right, let's pop in to the grove real quick. Bananas, cinnamon, and grain. Awesome. Oh, we have a tree that gives grain. That's really good. 'Cause like I said, grain can sometimes be kind of hard to find. All right, well, I hate to leave you guys all in suspense as to the fate of that flame viper, but this is where we're going to call it for today. Come back next time to see if we can defeat our greatest foe yet, some random snake that I found in a mine. And we'll see you then.